to This Week in New Genre Books from Locus Magazine. My name is Amelia, and we're going to tell you all about the new science fiction, fantasy, horror, and related books being published the week of October 28th, 2025. I hope you have a happy Halloween. First up, science fiction, we have 4 titles. From Moira Buffoni, we have Torchfire, out from Faber and hardcover ebook and audiobook. This is a dystopian sci-fi romance novel, second in the Torch trilogy. 4 young heroes face a world in chaos. Lark seeks safety, while Nightingale is forced to use her songlight against her own people. From Nelson and Alex DeMille, we have The Tin Men, out from Simon & Schuster in hardcover ebook and audiobook. This is a thriller novel with science fiction elements. Special agents Scott and Maggie investigate the death of the scientist in charge of secret war games between Army Rangers and next-gen autonomous weapons. From Eric Heiserer, we have debut novel Simultaneous, out from Flatiron in hardcover ebook and audiobook. This is a speculative thriller. A federal agent in the Predictive Analytics Department of Homeland Security teams with a therapist who specializes in past life hypnosis, whose patient may help them catch a serial killer. From Alistair Reynolds, we have Halcyon Years, out from Gallant's in hardcover, paperback, ebook, and audiobook. This is a science fiction noir mystery novel. Yuri Gagarin, a PI on a generation ship carrying thousands of passengers, is hired by a woman, Ruby Red, to look into a death in one of the ship's elite families. Next up, horror, we have 5 new books this week. From Rebecca Baum, we have The Brood, out from Thomas and Mercer in paperback, ebook, and audiobook. This is a horror novel. Cutthroat lawyer Mary, fleeing upstate to avoid controversy in the press, crashes her car among a horde of cicadas. She's held captive in a remote cabin by a strange woman. From Daniel Church, we have The Sound of the Dark, out from Angry Robot UK in paperback, ebook, and audiobook. This is a supernatural horror novel. Callie, a true crime podcaster, investigates an abandoned RAF base where, decades earlier, an experimental artist was recording sounds before killing his family and himself. From Mark Z. Danielewski, we have Tom's Crossing, out from Pantheon in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a Western horror novel. In a small Utah town in 1982, legendary events unfold. The dead rise, a mountain falls, and 2 friends set out to rescue a pair of slaughter-bound horses. From Thomas Olde Hoevelt, we have Darker Days, out from Harper in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a horror novel. On the idyllic cul-de-sac of Bird Street, kids grow up unnaturally smart, and a stranger appears every year asking for a sacrificial victim for the next year's happiness. From Olivia Worley, we have The Final Cut, out from Wednesday Books in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a young adult horror novel. Aspiring actress Hazel is cast as the lead in a slasher movie, but it's the same town where her father, a notorious serial killer, was convicted, and copycat killings erupt on the production. Next up, fantasy, we have 15 new books this week. From Kimberly Bia, we have debut novel The Changeling Queen, out from Erewhon in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a fantasy novel reimagining the Ballad of Tam Lin from the perspective of the possessive fairy queen. In this version, a midwife named Bess, who discovers she's a changeling and leaves medieval Scotland for the fairy realm. From Robert de la Chevautier, we have debut novel Tall is Her Body, out from Erewhon in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a magical realism historical novel. Orphaned Fidel returns to his mother's homeland in Dominica, dealing not only with the clashes of family members and the Obeah and Catholic faiths, but also the spirits of the dead who speak to him. From Keith R.A. DiCandido, we have Supernatural Crimes Unit, NYPD, out from Blackstone and Weird Tales in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a fantasy mystery novel, first in the Supernatural Crimes Unit series. Detective Dominica Kieran and her unit investigates 2 murder victims liquefied by a spell. Clues lead to a power-hungry wizard who kidnaps Kieran's son. From Stephen Erickson, we have No Life Forsaken, out from Tor in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is an epic fantasy novel, second in the Witness series, a sequel series to Mazzalan, Book of the Fallen. Fist Aaronfall has to coordinate his thin squads to quell the cult of the apocalyptic and deal with an Imperial adjunct who may see his regional popularity as a threat. From Max Gladstone, we have Dead Hand Rule, out from Tor in paperback, ebook, and audiobook. This is a fantasy novel, third in the Craft Wars series. Faced with a deteriorating world and reality, the great powers from governments to corporations meet in Alt Colum, seeking to build a coalition to save what they can. From Alexi Harrow, we have The Everlasting, out from Tor in hardcover ebook and audiobook. This is a fantasy novel. In the Kingdom of Dominion, Sir Una Everlasting is a legendary figure who's become a fable used for national pride. Centuries after her lifetime, failed soldier and scholar Owen is sent back in time to guide her story, but botches it. From Elaine Ho, we have Cry Voidbringer, out from Bindery Books in paperback ebook and audiobook. This is a fantasy novel. The Queen of Ashvi conscripts children from other cultures to fight her unending war. Soldier Hammer dedicates herself to protecting a girl with special powers that could overthrow her. From Jessica Corey, we have The Moor Witch, out from 47 North in paperback ebook and audiobook. This is a romantic fantasy novel. Rose Pryor, a magic weaver who struck a bargain with Faye Lachlan to escape an abusive home, faces her powers fading and her debt to Lachlan coming due. From Sung Il Kim, we have Blood for the Undying Throne, out from Tor in hardcover and ebook. This is an epic fantasy novel, second in the Bleeding Empire series. Translated from the Korean by Anton Her. Events in the kingdom of Mercia hundreds of years ago intertwine with events in the present, when Mercia is an allegedly lifeless wasteland destroyed by the mysterious star. From A.M. Kavita, we have An Unlikely Coven, out from Orbit US in paperback ebook and audiobook. This is a fantasy novel first in the Green Witch Cycle series. Joan, Black Sheep Daughter in a family of witches, returns home to find that her best friend has used a spell to turn an unwilling human into a host for witch powers, endangering her. From Jen McKinley, we have Witches of Dubious Origin, out from Berkeley in paperback ebook and audiobook. This is a cozy fantasy novel, the first in a series. Librarian Zoe discovers she's descended from a long line of powerful witches when a mysterious black grimoire is delivered to her town library. From Mai Mochizuki, we have Best Wishes from the Full Moon Coffee Shop, out from Ballantine in hardcover, paperback, ebook, and audiobook. This is a fantasy novel second in the Full Moon Coffee Shop series. As Christmas Day approaches, the titular cafe run by talking cats helps three women at important crossroads in their lives. From Kristen Phipps, we have The Library of Lost Girls, out from Delacorte in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a young adult dark fantasy novel. When Gwen's rebellious older sister returns from Delphi boarding school, prim and proper, Gwen cheats her way in to find out what happened and why the library is full of books with girls' names on the spines. From Tim Wagoner, we have Conan, Spawn of the Serpent God, out from Titan UK in hardcover, ebook, and audiobook. This is a sword and sorcery novel featuring the character created by Robert E. Howard, related to Titan Comics' Conan series. The priestesses of Mitra enlist Conan against Uzuran, a sorcerer conducting horrible experiments in service of the Serpent God Set. From Tiffany Wang, we have debut novel Tempest's Queen, out from Violeteer in paperback, ebook, and audiobook. This is a young adult fantasy novel sequel to Inferno's Heir. Tayla has the throne. Now she must cross the Dark Sea to warn her cousin, the Shaylani Emperor, that Cornelius Lem is alive and planning to raise the Sirkawar. Please remember to like this video for me and subscribe so we'll find each other again in this brave new world. Finally, in our collections category, we have two titles. From Vanessa Fogg, we have debut collection The House of Illusionists and Other Stories, out from Interstellar Flight Press in paperback and ebook. This is a collection of sci-fi and fantasy stories. These tales explore relationships and connection, from a suburban woman trying to stop the fairy queen from taking her daughter to neuroscientists who fall in love while mapping the human brain. Is there anything better than nerd love? Maybe nerd fights. From Patricia A. McKillop, we have The Essential Patricia A. McKillop, out from Tachyon Publications in hardcover and ebook. This is a collection of 16 fantasy stories selected from throughout McKillop's career. Statues come to life, princesses dance with the dead, and a painting possesses an artist. That's it for this week. Thanks for hanging out with us to the end. Leave us a comment. We want to know which books got your attention. Visit locusmag.com for more of what's going on right this very now with the science fiction fantasy publishing field, including our in-depth book reviews and author interviews. Please consider buying books through our bookshop.org link. You know how that works. We get a little cut, and every bit helps. Come see us at Locus Mag or at Locus Magazine on the socials. Locus is a 501c3 nonprofit. Thank you for spending your precious time with us. We'll see you next week with more new books.